position over the years. And here's a rundown of the players wreaking havoc at that spot this year. Number 1, Monte Ellis.
You know, you watch him on a game-in, game-out basis, and he just puts on a clinic defensively, both in terms of effort and technique at that off-guard spot.
Well, it's a combination of the all-out effort and the flawless technique you just talked about. I mean, that's allowed him to climb that list. I mean, he's rightfully regarded as one of the league's toughest defenders.
The drive by Allen. It's stolen by Ibaka. Fast break. Here we go. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Westbrook. No luck. Excellent D there from Hill. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Now, here's Ellis. George Hill missing his last shot. There's the dish to Mahinmi. It's George on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Westbrook passes to Durant. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.
And let's briefly take a look at the stats for Durant. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's around 31 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library. He lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Lavoy Allen. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Hill.
You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive. He's got so much junk in his trunk, he'll find a way to hurt you.
Here's Lawson following the basket by Russell Westbrook. And the Pacers can't get it to go. 1:21 left to play here in the first. Durant wide open. He fires. Again, Oklahoma City.
And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a mentality. They have guys that aren't scared to challenge shots. And they're a solid group that knows how to play tough team defense.
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Ibaka dishes to Durant. Pulls it up. Hits the jumper in space. Durant's got 10.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
The shot by George, wide open. Misses the 3. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Here's Lawson, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Some changes for Indiana. Hill, he's checked in for Mahinmi. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Ellis. Then for the Thunder, Cantor checked in for Adams. Kyle Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
And Foy kicks to Singler. Gets a very good look and converts. Singler's got his first basket of the night. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now, here is Lawson. He gets it up. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And now let's hear from Ty Lawson talking about the balanced attack of this Denver Nugget team.
We do have a team type of game. You know, everybody is scoring spread out, rebounding, everything spread out. So, you know, even from the bench, it's definitely a team type game.
Well, that was the game plan a couple years ago when Denver was good enough to make the playoffs and Ty Lawson was at the control.
You know, but not enough firepower to be able to sustain with the elite teams, say like the Warriors or the Rockets. Ty Lawson, a solid, dependable player in our league, but this is still a league where you need your superstars to win rings.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Indiana, they've got Turner. Lawson out there with Rodney Stuckey. Then there's C.J. Miles. And it's Hill in the power forward.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And good on the basket. Book it. Stuckey's got 4 this quarter.
And Rodney Stuckey, a combo guard out of Eastern Washington, played a big role for the Pacers a season ago.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. You were talking about Stuckey. He did play well in his first year with the Pacers. Clarkie helped them as a starter and off the bench.
Yeah, really had his most efficient year scoring the ball to date. And more than his scoring and what he brought on the court, his presence in the locker room and professionalism. You talk to the people around the Pacers, he was a breath of fresh air on a team that has a number of fresh air guys.
The Pacers making a change here. Hill's checked in, and then for Oklahoma City, Kevin Durant's checked in for Ibaka. Andre Robertson comes in for Singler, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Randy Ford. And he gets it to go.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Pacers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And so here is Indiana following the miss by Russell Westbrook. And Miles kicks to Turner. 5 on the clock. Deep 2 from Hill. Again, Indiana.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
For Indiana, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. From the arc, and that one's good. Hill's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pacers.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Now Miles, following Durant's three-point attempt. Fires from deep. The shot is off, and the Thunder going the other way now. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 12.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one. And guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good, but when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Mahinmi's checked in for Turner. Allen comes in for Hill. George is checked in for C.J. Miles. And it's Ellis in for Rodney Stuckey.
Oh, nice double pump finish there, strictly for the fans.
Ray, getting back to Waiters, there's a reason the Cavaliers dealt the former 4th overall pick in the draft. Not only did he shoot poorly, but Clarkie averaged less than 2 assists a game.
Yeah, I think it's a mindset adjustment with Waiters. I've loved his talent and his ability to make plays and shots. Now he just has to recalibrate his thinking so he can be effective in the role he's asked to play.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside, George. Ball stolen. It's tipped. Stolen by Allen. To halt the run. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Double team on Westbrook. Inside, here's Roberson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Paul George missing from long range.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Oklahoma City. Foy comes in for Russell Westbrook. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. Pacers trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
From deep, Ellis. Outside for George. It's Ellis on the wing. There's the triple. The shot by George, no good.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Down low, here's Adams. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
A shot by Foy. Indiana trailing here. From deep, Ellis. The kick out to Hill. The tray. The Thunder pull it in.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Ty Lawson, he's checked in for Indiana. Singler, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Boy, and for Randy Foy, I thought it was a big bounce-back year for him last season. His points per game were the highest they've been in 5 years, and his field goal percentage was the highest it's been in 5 years as well.
Adams' shot is good. Adams has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Ellis wide open. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. And that's now 9 points for Ellis. 8 seconds left in the first half. There's Foy with the 3. No good. George.
How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
It's amazing. And he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
Yeah, the replay center in Secaucus is providing the officials with the necessary footage to make the call. We're seeing what they're seeing with the best possible angles.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind.
And so it's a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 15 points and 1 rebound. Tonight isn't an exception, as looking back at his last few games, he's been stringing together some incredible performances. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
You know what jumps out at me? Their efficiency on the offensive end. They shared the basketball. Good shot selection. They showed a lot of patience, and that patience will be tested the rest of the way.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
Well, their poor rebounding is really hurting them. It hasn't killed them on the scoreboard yet, but they need to pick it up. This is a game they can win. If they come out hustling in the second half, they can win.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the...